My name is Mad Skills, and you are now tuned into the SparkSomethingPodcast. And right here, I want you guys to be the best version of yourself. I want you to live out the life that God is calling you to live out, because there'll never be another you. And no one else can do it the way that you can do it. Not with the flavor God has given you. So with that being said, welcome to the show. Let's go. Yo guys, what's going on? This is your girl Mad Skills. Welcome to another episode of the Spark Something Podcast. I want to say thank you guys one more again for lending me your ears and giving me an opportunity to pour into you. Thank you for being patient with me. Thank you guys for rocking with me on this journey of me learning to be consistent in the things that I want to do, learning to walk in my purpose. Thank you guys so much for all the love, man. I greatly appreciate it each and every time. For everybody that has been listening, for all of you guys that actually do pay attention to the time that I release episodes, I want to start this episode off by saying I apologize. I apologize that this episode was not released at the time all the rest of the other episodes were released. I'll be honest with you guys, this has been an interesting week for me. This week and some of last week, I actually just got back from my sabbatical. And I'm not even going to try to go into detail, try to give any type of excuse as to why I didn't release this episode on time. But I will say that I have been going through my own process. And as you guys have been listening to the last few episodes, you can tell. And in going through my own process, I always say that, God has been showing me. And him showing me, I've been seeing a lot of things that I want to change. And I've been seeing a lot of things that, make me happy. But I always tend to magnify the things that I want to change. And the things that make me happy, I'm kind of just like, meh. But I'm honestly trying to, there that word is again. I'm honestly learning to look at the whole picture of everything that makes me who I am, everything that sums up the person that I have become, or the person that I'm becoming, the person that I am now, and I'm taking everything for what it is, and I'm learning to accept that this is me, and the things that I want to change, I can change, but I can't neglect the person or the things that I actually can't change, or I can't neglect the person that I am because I want to change things about the person that I want to become. I'm hoping that made sense. But I said all of that to say that I'm learning to show up. Excuse me if I sound a little muzzled, a little, stuffy. I am just a tad bit. It's not COVID, but I do have some congestion. But I'm learning to show up, guys. I'm learning to be present. I'm learning every single day. And this week, and releasing this episode later than the other ones, I'm realizing why I haven't shown up, or I'm realizing why I have been hesitant with showing up every single day as myself. I've been hesitant of showing up every single day as myself because there's things about me that I want to change. But like I said previously, the things about me that I want to change shouldn't be the thing that stops me from actually showing up as me every single day. We're not perfect. We're imperfect humans. We have a lot of learning and a lot of growing to do. There's things that we want to do. There's things that, there's places we want to go. There's things that we want to see. And because it's not like a big moment for like the world to see, like it's on a smaller scale, we tend to kind of like shove away those things. Um, and we say, okay, I'm going to work on this because if I work on this, then this is the thing that'll change everything. And it's like, that's great. But I'm learning that in me not showing up fully as myself and me showing up just as this thing that I'm working on this. I'm working on, this right here. These are the things that I'm not good at. So I need to work on this. But the things that I'm good at, I'm kind of putting them on the back burner and I'm not showing up with those things to offer. Because I'm going through my becoming process. I'm not fully being myself. Like I wanna present the finished product while I'm still in the working phases, while I'm still in the brainstorming phase, while I'm still in the working process phase. I wanna actually show the final product. And life doesn't work that way. Nothing works that way. I know on social media and when I went on my month of, you know, solitude, I wasn't on social. And I realized that in that month, at first, I was really struggling. I was really, really struggling. But as time progressed, it takes you, I think, 21 days, they say, to actually change, to create a new habit. And I realized I don't need to be on social media as much. I don't have to. Like, it's a decision that I'm making. But when I'm on there, um, how it used to make me feel versus how it makes me feel now, I'm just like, okay, that's cool. And then I don't internalize it to be like, okay, well, what am I doing? What big thing am I doing that makes me wanna? And it's like I listen to the Know For Sure podcast, and on the Know For Sure podcast, Megan, it's with Megan Brooks and B Simone, and it's a really dope podcast. I think I've mentioned it on here before. It's probably one of my favorite podcasts um, that I've kept up with and that I listen to or watch their YouTube videos. So if you guys have no idea what that is, definitely go check it out. They are doing some things and changing some lives, and it's a beautiful thing to see. But on the Know For Sure podcast, Megan always talks about perception versus reality. And in real life, I want to genuinely be happy. In real life, I want to genuinely be satisfied. In real life, I want to genuinely have peace. Um, I don't want to just look like that on social media. I don't want to just look like that to, um, somebody who doesn't really know me. I don't want to just look like that at a family function. Like, I really want to have peace and happiness and joy. And in having those things or in being on a journey, because that's the journey that I'm on now, in being on a journey of maintaining these things and having these things and learning that these things are changing me. um I'm losing a lot of people. I'm losing a lot of people. A lot of habits of mine have changed. um a lot of things that I used to do I don't do anymore, and I'm realizing that the person that I'm becoming is not the person that I was. So I'm in this interesting transition. I'll say it like that. Um, Go check out that episode, by the way. That was a pretty dope one. It's a part 1 and 2. And in this interesting transition, I'm learning that I need to show up as who I am right now. And I'm not happy with everything. There's a lot of things there's a lot of puzzle pieces that are moving in my life. I'm just really evaluating myself, my mental health. I'm asking myself tough questions. I'm answering these tough questions. I'm sitting with myself in honestly trying to figure out if I'm off, like what happened. That's maybe that's that has me off right now? What have I just experienced? Did I just watch something? Did I have a conversation with somebody? Is this something that hasn't been, addressed from my past? I'm learning to be more self-aware, and in being more self-aware, I'm learning um to, shuffle some things around in my life that no longer serve me, or shuffle some things around in my life um that don't have to be like number one. That doesn't have to be a priority. Like, okay, that's important, but it's not as important as, generational wealth. That's important, but it's not as important as joy and peace. That's important, but it's not as important as being self-aware. So I had this conversation and excuse me, I had this conversation with Anthony, and we got into this disagreement, and he made a statement. I can't really remember the statement as of right now, but um it was more so as, how do you not see what you're doing? Like that, like you do that all the time, like you don't ever see yourself. And I, in that moment, because he said this before, and he always gets aggravated when when I um I say no, I don't. And I'll just say it like that. And it's not me being rude or disrespectful, it's me really being unaware. So, in me saying it like that, the last time we had this conversation, he made this statement, and I literally was like, no, I don't see that. So he's like, how do you not see it? You've been you your whole life. And then it really dawned on me, and I got a revelation about it. And I told him, I said, I don't see myself the way you see me. I don't see myself the way other people see me. Honestly, I can't see what you see. So if there's something that I have done or something that I'm doing that I'm unaware about, please tell me. But tell me in a way to where I have some understanding of, okay, this is really bothering you. And I'll work on I'll work on it. I'll work on fixing it. I'll work on changing it. But I'm not one of those people that's just like a douchebag or a jerk that's just like, nah, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm one of those people that genuinely, if I don't see it and you point it out, like, okay, let me know. If I'm telling you I don't see it, I'm not one of those people that's just like, nah, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I really don't see it. But if I've heard it from a few other people, like a lot of people, I don't know why they don't, a lot of people are afraid to really address a lot of elephants in the room. So when I have someone that's willing to tell me, I'll say, hey, I don't see what you see. What is it that I'm doing wrong? What is it that's bothering you? Please inform me so that I can, become a better person, so that I can actually work on this stuff, so that we can either, move forward. I can work on it, you know, walk through this thing and become a better person, or we won't be able to get past it. But let me know. And in me saying that, it's me making a decision to be more aware and to show up in that area. I really want to be a whole person. And in me being a whole person, I'm realizing there's things that I have been going through, and just things that I've endured that I can't fully continue to suppress as I get older. The things that happened to you in your past as a child, heal from those things. I'm learning to heal from my childhood traumas. If you need to seek therapy, go seek a therapist. Like, go get therapy. There's things online. There's therapy that doesn't cost that much. There's virtual therapy. I don't know what you need, but go seek a therapist if that's what you need. If you um like, as far as with me, I don't knock therapy. I'm definitely looking into getting a therapist. My relationship with God has gotten a lot stronger, and there's a lot of things that I talk to God about that I don't always feel safe talking to people about. Um, I also have started to meditate. And when it comes to meditation, I've spoken about this before. I'll turn on some music. I really genuinely love music. I'll turn on some Dappy Keys or Dappy T Keys, same guy. You can look him up on YouTube. I go and I turn him on. He's playing the piano, which he's amazing at it. But he's playing the piano, and I sit there and I do some breathing exercises. And while doing these breathing exercises, I'm reflecting on my day, or if it's like at the end of the week, I'm reflecting on my week. Um, if I do it at the end of the month, I'm reflecting on my month. I'm reflecting on, things that I've been experiencing just in the month. And I'm doing some breathing exercises. I'm also like praying and talking to God. I'm listening for instruction if there's something that I need to do. But that's me deciding to show up. I haven't always done that. I haven't always been this person. But there was something in me to where I got to a point to where I hit a wall. Like in my life, I hit a wall. Like I prayed for certain things. I received the things that God said were mine, and all of the things that I got. Now I'm in a place to where I'm actually looking for a new challenge. I'm looking for something different. I want more out of life because I know that there's more that I could have, but I can't show up as the same person. All of the brokenness and all of the things that I've experienced in my childhood, they've brought me to this point to where I am now. But my adulthood is mine. I want to heal. I want to be whole. I will heal. I will be whole. I talked about changing the way I talk to myself. And even in that, words of affirmation, like I'm always looking in the mirror, or I'm always driving and I start speaking out loud when nobody else is in the car. And I'm encouraging myself, and I'm telling myself, like, I love you. I believe in you. I know that you can do this. You got this. If nobody else believes in you, like, I believe in you. Like, I didn't always have that. Um, Sometimes you got to be your own cheerleader. You got to, you know, pep yourself up. And even because I'm saying this as though, I've gotten better at it, but when I first started, it didn't feel genuine. It wasn't authentic, but it is now. And there's a lot of things that I want to do, because when I'm able to pour into myself like that, when I'm able to grow and to mature and be healthy mentally and emotionally like that, like I can serve the world with my purpose. I can serve the people around me. I can serve the people that I love and the people that love me and the people that care about me. Like, I can be more of service to them if I learn to, first pour into myself, and learn to love myself first. I'll be able to love my neighbor as well. But I'm learning every single day to show up in that area and in that space, because if I don't, then I don't know if I'll be, honestly, if I don't, it's not that I don't know. If I don't, I know that I won't be good for anybody else if I'm not good for myself. So I'm learning to show up every single day. Um and it's not the easiest thing to do, because as you can see, I had to apologize at the beginning of this episode about this not coming out on time. And I had a week. I had a really, really rough week. And I had this revelation come to me this week. Like, when I was in school, or when we were in school, um, half the grade was showing up for class. The other half was actually applying what you learned. That's if you came in class to learn. But half even, I don't know if this is an old saying or whatever, half the battle is showing up. And it's true. It's true. This morning I woke up and I thought about, dang, you didn't release an episode. You didn't, you know, you weren't even in your space or in your element the way you've been for the last 2 months. Where are you? Like, what's up? And I honestly, I was really, really sad, and I was a little mad at myself because I'm like, you really want to do this. If you want to do it, nobody's stopping you but you. If you really want to start maneuvering and changing some things and some things working out, like nobody can stop you from walking into your purpose but you. Like, you have the opportunity now to do the thing that God is calling you to do. You have the opportunity now to really walk into this thing and make an impact the way you've been wanting to make an impact, and nobody is stopping you but you. This is what I'm saying to myself. And then I realized, and I also said to myself, like, you gotta go. Like, you gotta show up. And I'm thinking, like, yo, there's a lot of things that have been changing, a lot of stuff that I've been going through that I'm not really talking to people about like that. And I'm just like, I don't know, in this process of me not being who I was and me not necessarily being everything that I want to be, I'm kind of in the middle of, who am I right now? Like, who am I? Who am I becoming? Like, what am I doing? Like what am I doing? And just being in the middle of that, some days I have my moments to where I feel up, and then there's moments to where I feel down. And when I feel down, I'm just like, what am I doing? Like, who am I? Like, what is it that I'm supposed to be doing in this moment? And I still have my moments. I'm being transparent and telling you that I don't have all the answers. But one thing that I was telling myself this morning is, you have to show up as you. I'm just like, well, who am I? The person that's trying to figure it out? You have to show up as yourself. Don't try to be anybody you're not. Don't try to be the person, just that person. You just like, okay, I got it all together. Like, no. Don't try to be that person. Show up as the person that's in the parentheses. Show up as the person that's maneuvering through life and just trying to figure it out. Show up as her every single day. Show up as him every single day. And when you continue to show up as you, because that's you. That's fully the person that you are right now in real life. Somebody that's still trying to figure it out. Don't look at the negative all the time. You don't have this, you don't have that. Okay, everybody ain't start out with that. But who are you right now? Be content. And being content is a decision that you have to make. It's a tough one because you have to decide to be that you every single day. Like, don't be nobody else. Don't look at social media to try to get no inspiration. Be exactly who you are. Show up as that person, but know in the back of your mind, I'm more than this. In the back of your mind, the person that I am in the back of my mind is the person that I'm going to become. But make sure that you're showing up as you. Timing is everything. Timing is everything. And a lot of the times we want to get to that finished product before we even like genuinely get through the process. And it's like, no, you got to go through the process. I know. I'm 31. I'm 31. I'm like, okay, I lived 31 years of life. What? I didn't know what I know now when I was 21, when I was 25, when I was 29, when I was 12, when I was 10. This stuff I didn't know. I'm still learning. And as I get older, I'm going to still be learning. But the person that I am right now, I'm healthier mentally. emotionally, because I'm learning to actually work through the mental battles that I face. Before, I was just like, they not even there. Like, let's push those down. Like, I know going through the process, it can make you sometimes feel like you're failing, but you're not. You're showing up, and that's half the battle. I'm proud of you for showing up. If you're making the decision to show up as you every single day, if you're making the decision to stand 10 toes on who you are every single day, knowing that you're becoming someone better, that's amazing. But in your becoming stages, in the parenthesis stage, showing up as you every single day, learning to love the person that you are, is beautiful. Because a lot of people, they don't genuinely embrace the old version of themselves until they get out of that. But I'm with the phase, or the parenthesis phase that I'm in, with the space that I'm in my life, I'm learning to embrace this version of myself before I make it to the next, because I want to fully learn how to love me in every single stage of life. And I don't want to be like, okay, I done made it here. Oh yeah, I loved me then. Like, I want to fully learn how to love me in every single stage. All of my growing, all of the growing pains, all of the stuff that I've been enduring. Just, I want to learn to love me, because ain't nobody gonna love me the way I can love me. And the way I love me is gonna set the standard of how I actually want to be loved by people. I can't just assume that everybody knows how to do it. Like, nah. I have to set a standard of, this is how I treat myself. This is how I desire to be treated. This is how I love myself. This is how I desire to be loved. This is what I need to fully be loved. Like, this is what I need. And I expect the same thing from the people that surround me. Like, I'm not perfect. I'll never be perfect. But I'm learning to show up as me every single time. So, with that being said, thank you for being patient with me. Thank you for loving and appreciating me. Thank you for walking on this journey with me. You guys are freaking amazing. And I can't stress enough how important this journey that I'm on is to me, to my future. Thank you for subscribing to my YouTube channel. Thank you guys for sharing and putting it out there with the word of mouth. I love you guys so much with all of my heart. I'm learning to love myself. I'm learning to love people. And I'm learning to appreciate the things and the people that I have around me still. God bless each and every one of you guys. I pray that you have a beautiful day, a blessed morning, afternoon, night, whatever time you're watching this. For lending me your ears, you guys are the real MVPs. Continue to walk this thing out. And this has been your girl, Mad Skills. This is another episode of the Spark Something Podcast. I'm literally smiling from ear to ear because this is a proud moment. Whew. Wow. This is the Spark Something Podcast. And I hope this sparks something in your life, and I'm out. Peace, baby.